Welcome back to the news, and now to provide an eyewitness account to the burglary, we have James Elk, a professional role player of over 25 years, playing the part of Gary Van Bonkel, a man who claims to have seen the crime take place. Now, James, you there? James? James, you there? Hello? James? James? Hey, James? Hello? James?
Yeah,
Hello?
hey, Mark.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Sorry, I was just stoking the
No
fire
worries.
pit.
No problem. Don't worry about it. Now, James, I want to ask you first to tell us why you're qualified to play this part.
You know, Mark, it's just what I do. You know, your viewers have probably already seen or heard me as a witness to many other crimes and
Right.
tragedies. Like I said, it's just what I do.
And you do it very well, James. Over 15 years of role-playing numerous characters in D&D. Tell us more about your experience.
Well, yeah, 15 years D&D. I've role-played as a CEO on many a dating websites. You know, for about 6 months in high school, I actually role-played as a guy who had a girlfriend in Alaska. So, you know, this whole thing is nothing new. So just give me a minute, you know, to get into character and we'll be good to go.
Okay, while you're doing that, we're going to take it over to Dan Zeusalion? Is it Dan Zeusalion? Dan Zeusalion, lead detective on the case. What can you tell us?
Dan Thompson.
Dan?
It's actually Dan Thompson.
No, I'm sorry.
It's actually Dan Thompson.
Dan has been. No,
It's actually Thompson. I was.
Yeah, you can go.
I was just saying that there's a delay, but
sorry, Dan. It appears there's a delay.
No, it's actually.
Dan, what can you tell us about the case?
Yeah,
Dan?
that's what I was saying.
Dan Zeusalion, Detective Dan Zeusalion. What can you tell us about the case?
Let me fix this.
Okay, now that we've got the delay fixed, Detective Dan Zeusalion, lead detective on the case, what can you tell us about this case so far, Dan?
Well, there's now been a string of burglaries suspected to be the same burglar. Families have now lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. The suspect is armed.
Wow, amazing stuff. Now back to James Elk, who is now in character as Gary Van Bonkel, a witness to the burglary. Gary, can you tell us what you saw, please?
Well, around 6 p.m. I was walking my dog around the neighborhood when I saw a guy breaking a window. Now, I could tell right away what was going on, so I ran after the guy. He shot twice, but I dodged both.
I'm sorry. Can I interrupt, please?
That's extremely rude.
But I'll allow it.
I'm sorry, but your story completely conflicts with all the evidence that we've gathered. I mean, the burglary took place at like 3 a.m. The lock on the front door was broken, so he definitely entered through the front door. There was no damage to the window whatsoever. I just don't understand why you guys have me here talking to this actor who thinks that this made-up story.
You know what? I'm going to have to stop you right there. He is a professional role player, not an actor. So please just have a little bit of respect for the title and of the integrity of this news network, okay?
Sir, if you just let me finish, you'd be able to see how it all ties together.
Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
Okay, so just then I checked my watch and realized it's not 6 p.m., it's 3 a.m. So I look up and see the burglar has now flawlessly repaired the window and is entering through the front door. So I quickly pull out my AK, drop shot, pow-pow, double tap right between the eyes. Guy's laying there bleeding out.
Huh? Okay. Well, the burglar's still on the loose, so how do you explain that?
I don't know. Poor police work.
Where do you get off pretending like you saw this crime take place when we all know you didn't? And to be honest, you're making a mockery of the situation, and that's not even what I'm most angry about. For you to choose a stupid name like Van Bonkel is just...
Hey, buddy, I'll have you know, the Van Bonkel family has done so much to help this community. I myself did a tour in Nam in 85.
The Vietnam War ended in like 1975.
The war? No. I mean, my travel agent booked me a tour of Southeast Asia in 85. He's really nice.
So how'd that help the community?
Well, I mean, I brought back a lot of souvenirs. Kids seem to like it. Look, man, you know what? Hold on. I'm just going to break character for a second. I know you think this is all a farce and that I'm just some guy playing pretend, but I've thought out a backstory that spans 40 years, man. Gary Van Bonkel, he's just a guy like me or you. I mean, he has a dog, 2 kids. They go to their timeshare in Branson. You know, if you just let yourself buy in, isn't he just as real as any of us?
Nope. It's just really stupid. It's just really, really dumb.
Okay, you know what? No, that's enough. You know, I brought you on here because I thought you seemed like a cool guy. You know, maybe we could have a few beers after this. And yeah, maybe I thought your sister was hot and that there was a pretty decent chance I could get with her. But now you're just being disrespectful and rude, and I won't tolerate it, mister.
I don't have a sister.
Oh, you don't have a sister? Well, I saw a solid 7.2 backstage earlier. So how do you explain that?
I guess I can't.
I guess you can't.
More after these messages.